buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner talking home run. Touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner like all in. Lit the fire when you doubted, now I'm all in. Put me with the best, bring the stars in. Undefeated mode, no falling. Doubted when I lost, slide back when I win. Fade and pay the cost, but I rose so thick and thin. Battles and the scars, see them on my skin. They tried to knock me out, but I'ma fight it to the end. And there's no days off. I'm just resting up a little, know it pays off. I'm just stuck up.
All right, welcome back to Gridiron Roundtable. Super Sports Media coming at you on a Tuesday night, special edition. Got a lot to talk about. That's why we're going to give you all an extra show this week. I'm Richard DeLeon, and I'm here with my guys.
Your number one Sooner fan in South Texas, Mr. Chad Foster.
With it's me, the San Antonio Sports Insider for high schools, Italy. Let's get it, fellas. Y'all like that intro? Y'all like that? Y'all like that? That's something new right there. I'll try something new.
Italy in the house.
Italy in the house. Also a local Super Eagles fan here in San Antonio. That's what Italy is.
Okay, yes, you want me to call? Okay, it's cool. I could be that. I could be that too.
You are.
Well, the good part is we don't have an actual football team. So a lot of the San Antonians are either Raiders fans or Cowboy fans, right?
Right.
Historically, because
Right.
those two came on TV a lot. So, that's why I didn't want to say, San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? That's why I dropped that and became a high school sports insider.
Yeah. I know the San Antonio home team, we're the home market for the Cowboys. We are the home. Yeah, we're the home market for the Cowboys. That's why we get every Cowboys game. And if you look at
you used to get the Oilers games.
No, we were always the Cowboys home market.
You got the Oilers games. When I was here back in '95, you got a lot of the Oilers games. I watched every.
But if the Oilers and the Cowboys were on the same channel, just like when the Texans and Cowboys are on the same channel, they'll show the Cowboys. It's been like that historically. So
I live here, but I'm going to argue that fact.
Yeah, no. If you look at the broadcast maps, San Antonio is a Cowboys home market. So not my doing. It's the networks, obviously. That's why I never had to buy the NFL Sunday ticket, because I get every Cowboys game here. So,
well, that's not how it works, because the Sunday ticket was not just for your home team; it was for all the teams. But
the Cowboys,
the Cowboys would be blacked out on Sunday ticket.
Yeah. So tonight is a special edition. We're not going to.
Rich, he took a shot at your team. He said y'all were blacked out. Y'all blacked out. That means y'all didn't sell enough tickets.
No, it was the home market.
Yeah, if you don't sell enough tickets, you have to sell a certain number of home tickets.
The Cowboys sell out every home game, so
if you don't sell a certain number of home tickets, they black the game out on purpose to tell you that's fine.
Cowboys sell out every home game, but that doesn't apply to San Antonio because we're outside of a certain radius. That the blackouts only involve a certain radius.
I got you.
Yeah, like the Spurs. I know we're talking football, but I know when the Spurs were, not so good, they were blacked out quite a bit here because they're having a hard time selling tickets back in the old 1990s.
Back in your day.
Yeah, back then. But so special edition. We're not talking high school tonight. That'll be tomorrow. But we got a lot of college football and NFL football to talk about. So let's kick it off with let's recap some of those college games. Coach Foster.
We had we were looking at number 4 Oregon. They killed Northwestern at Northwestern. They traveled out for their first Big Ten matchup. My OU Sooners took care of business in Temple. Was
Is
able
that
to move up.
Temple, Texas they beat?
No, it was that team in Philadelphia, but they played like Temple, Texas high school.
They did.
Um, it was and it didn't help that the Temple coach came out and the media came out slamming OU for the way OU was looking at the game, thinking that OU was going to overlook it because they have Auburn this week. And OU came out with a statement 42-3, slap of the face on that one.
Yes,
And
sir.
then the big one that surprised some people, Alabama came back and played like they were supposed to have been playing for the start of the season and beat Wisconsin 38-14.
Mm.
But it's
But
Wisconsin, that team, that's the Big Ten team that's usually in the middle.
yeah,
Historically.
they're normally in the middle. They
They're in the upper
moved up
middle.
some.
They're in
Yeah,
the upper middle. When Barry Alvarez used to be their head coach, they were a perennial top 10, top
Smash Mouth
15
football
team.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You could
And,
argue Wisconsin for a while was offensive lineman U for a while.
for sure. And now that they got Luke Fickell, he was the offense coordinator at Ohio State, then he became the head coach at Cincinnati before he took over at Wisconsin. He's got more of a spread, kind of like Ohio State runs offense that he's put in there, but he's just not been able to get a good quarterback in there that's been solid. They've tried the transfer portal. He's had an up and down year. Then we had the big game, the college game day, one of Coach Talley's picks. Number 6 Georgia went into Tennessee. That was a heck of a ball game, all the way down to 44-41 final score for Georgia to pull that one out.
They win at Neyland Stadium, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Tough tough place to win.
Tough place to win, and then there was a lot of drama after the game of trying to get out of the stadium. I guess there was some construction that was going on outside of the stadium, and Georgia fans were in an uproar because it took them, some fans reported, 5 hours to get out of the stadium.
What you get for coming in here and beating our home team.
Yeah. Those guys in the orange suits that were out there help them, or orange vests help them with traffic, probably controlling some of those Georgia fans.
Real quick,
And then yes, sir.
quick, not to interfere. So I like to, when we have discussions, just to make sure we talk right. From 1980 to 2000, Wisconsin only took first place 3 times. 4-7, 1980. 7-5, 1981, 7-5, 1982, and yes, I'm gonna read all the way down to 2000. 7-4, 83, 7-4-1, 84, 5-6, 85, 3-9, 86, 3-8, 87, 1-10 in 88, 2-9 in 89, 1-10 in 1990. Barry Alvarez starts his tenure here.
Yeah.
5-6 in 91, 5-6 in 92, 10-1-1 in 93, 8-3-1. This is what you're talking about, Richard, in 94, and then this is where he kind of, 4-5-2, 8-5. I'm sorry, 4-5-2 in 95, 8-5 in 96, 8-5 in 97, 11-1 in 98, and then 10-2. So you're right, Rich. Just give you props on you're right on what you said there. I
mean, I don't think they're a traditional power for sure, but I think over the last 25 years they've been a lot more competitive than they were, 30, 40 years ago. So I mean, obviously they're not Ohio State, they're not Michigan,
right,
and they're not Penn State. But I know any given.
No. But you're right. What you said. You said historically they've been top. They can be one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the Big Ten. They can say that.
Yeah, they're the upper half of the middle pack.
Yeah, they're in the upper half. I can say that. You got
because they're more along the lines of like an Iowa that
correct, correct. I'm
they're
not
they're more, and they played the same kind of ball, more a lot smash mouth defense, low scoring games. That was Wisconsin. That was when Barry Alvarez was there. That was the way they played.
You know who Barry Alvarez's grandson is, right?
Uh-uh.
He's the Cowboys tight end right now, tight end one, Jake Ferguson. That's Barry Alvarez's daughter's son. So interesting fact. I didn't know that, but if you look at Jake Ferguson, he's got Barry Alvarez's facial features a little bit, other than the fact that he's got a little bit lighter hair. But I digress.
Well, I think he right now he's the longest tenure. I know we're dragging this one out, but he's the longest tenuring coach
Mm.
for these guys right now. For the last they almost had Paul Christ there, but he ruled from 90 to 2005.
And then once he left as the head coach in 2005, he was the athletic director.
And now they have Luke Finkel.
Luke
Mm.
Finkel.
Yeah, Luke Finkel right now. And then Luke Finkel
He,
is 7-6 his first year, 5-7 the next year, and right now losing Alabama hurt the way he lost Alabama. So
yeah,
Finkel,
he's another one that's going to be. I don't know if he'll make it through another year. He might make it this year, but
well,
I think
listen,
when he signed a 4-year contract when he signed.
they canned Gary Anderson after a 9-4 record, losing in the Capital One Bowl, and an 11-3 record, winning in the Outback Bowl. So at least he was taking these guys to you know some
A New Year's Day bowl.
yeah, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
there
So
was.
and
I
then
want to
what,
say there was something.
it's a scandal or something with him.
Yeah, there was something.
Who?
Well, he moved on to Oregon State to be exact.
Oregon State, the Beavers.
And then
So
now,
yeah, yeah,
so something's going on with old Gary. We don't know
yeah,
what, but he
yeah,
hasn't had a real job. Like he hasn't held one of those jobs back then. So
yeah,
something.
He left. He left.
yeah.
Well, hey man,
You
hey,
never know. You never know.
there you go. Let's go ahead. I'm
You
sorry, I
never.
hate to derail
Yeah.
you, us, but I'm
Hey, Chad, you picked South Florida to upset Miami, and
Boy, it was
that was a butt whipping. Miami 49,
He
South
took
Florida
that
12.
15 though. So I'm gonna
yeah.
give him that. I'm gonna give him that. He took
Oh
that
no,
15.
that's what we want. We want you to go out on a limb sometimes, and that's
Yeah.
what he did. He definitely did that.
Well, you know
Um,
I went out on a
It,
limb on that Georgia pick because Georgia barely won that game, by the way.
yeah, that was a good game. It was a good game.
that was a good game.
Yeah,
The
uh,
yeah, that Miami team, they look
they're
really good.
they're for real.
But
That you know what they got? They got an offensive line that'll maul you, and they've got a defensive line that'll maul you. So
Hey, well, go ahead.
they're winning in the trenches.
Well, go ahead
yeah.
and say it. What's our
What?
saying?
It's their year.
Here you go.
It's their year.
There you go.
It's their
There
year,
you
baby.
go. That's it. That's it right there.
It's their year. I
Yep.
mean, it is. It's their year. I can't stress it enough.
They got some big games coming up, but Miami looks really good. At beating Notre Dame and then turning around and doing what they did to South Florida after South Florida beat Florida. They they didn't just beat them; they spanked that South Florida team. The final score is 49-12.
Yep.
So that was a spanking.
Yep.
And then we had number 17 Ole Miss. Arkansas traveled down to Ole Miss to the Grove and took a butt whipping there. Well, not really. It was a pretty
Oh, they
good
almost
game.
beat them. They
35 to
almost
4.
upset
Yeah,
them. It was almost a
35-49.
comeback.
It's a good game. Good game. Good ending there.
It was almost a comeback.
Yeah, Pittman's on the Arkansas coach is on the hot seat this year, so they're having to.
Again?
Yeah, boy, he ain't done a whole
Big
lot at Arkansas.
Suey.
Yeah.
Big Suey.
Then Florida tried to bounce back. Florida was 10 against number 3 LSU, scored 20. Florida tried to fight that one, and then LSU's just got that team this year. They find ways to win when you don't expect them to win. And then it didn't help that In the press conference after the game, the first question they asked Brian Kelly was, do you feel that it was, what was it? Do you feel bad about the way your offense produced tonight since you only scored 20 points? And he went off on the reporter.
Yeah, Brian Kelly.
I
Brian
think
Kelly's a little bit of a jack, you know.
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
He is. He is.
Listen.
He
Being
is.
in the media, we got to ask better questions. And I get it. You're nervous up there. You're getting the opportunity to ask a sensible or a
The
question.
questions.
Think
The
the
questions
audience
are
will.
the questions are the questions, you know.
No, you got to put some thought into it. Don't ask me. Listen, if I just finished coaching a heck of a game, don't ask me something about am I satisfied about my win? Like, come on, man. Be creative. Ask me something that's really pertaining to to how did I get to the win?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Well,
I'm
it's for
sorry,
the
man.
first couple of questions, but I would still ask that question because in this game,
Why?
but I'd still ask about your offense because in this game, DJ Lagway threw what? What I think he ended up with 4 interceptions or 5.
So what are we doing here? Are we trying to win games, or we
Well,
trying
are
to
you coaching to win or are you coaching to not
exactly
lose? Deal,
exactly?
but
We
I would
want
still ask because I think I'm almost
Both
positive.
both teams played hard, my man.
eh,
Remember
facts.
that? Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Who was that? Rasheed Wallace, right? Both teams played hard, my man. Every question they asked him, both teams played hard, my man. That's
But
all
no,
Brian Kelly had to do.
Herm Edwards said, aren't you're playing to win games,
You
right?
play to win the game. You
You're not
play
going
to
to
win the
always be
game.
happy about every win sloppily and so to
Never,
me, you're
never
criticizing me.
apologize. Never apologize for a win. Never.
Exactly. And to me, when the media does that, it seems like they're taking shots at you about how you won the game. When at the end of the day, hey man, a win's a win because that team prepared to beat me. So I prepared to beat, and guess what? I got my result. So why are you criticizing me? That's all I'm saying. We in the media sometimes we criticize people when it's like, man, you got the results you need to get, right? And it
Yep.
kind of I guess I've been hanging with Rich too long. He making me old softy over here, where we beat up that Dallas quarterback a lot. We
Well,
give
it,
we talk about him. Go ahead.
the, part of the reason they asked that question is because I went back to look to make sure I was right. So at halftime, the score was 10-13. LSU wasn't doing nothing. And that's with DJ Lagway throwing 5 interceptions. And the 5th interception he threw, the kid ran it back 58 yards for a touchdown for it to be 20-10. So it was a 13-10 game, even with him throwing 5 interceptions in the game.
So okay. So
So they
from
got to ask the question: why is you got a kid that was going to be when the season came out? They were talking about Nussmeier, the quarterback of LSU, being a Heisman candidate, and you're only being able to put up 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's
Coach Kelly. Hey, Eric Talley with Super Sports Media. Watching the game, watching your quarterback throw 5 interceptions and still being up 13-10, what was going through your
no.
head thought process of how you're going to finish this game?
Other way around.
No,
Florida
LSU
quarterback
had
threw,
13. LSU had 13.
and Florida quarterback's the one that threw the 5 interceptions.
And that's even so well, that's what I'm saying. So why are we worrying about Florida quarterback then?
No,
So
what they were asking
I,
Brian
I would have
Kelly.
I would have answered it. We wrote our defense to this victory. Our defense
Yeah,
played
that's
spectacular.
so exactly
They
that's
played nice.
exactly what I would have done.
Yeah.
Our offense is, hey, we found a way to win. Our defense showed that they were a SEC defense. Our offense has sputtered a little bit, but you got to give Florida credit for having a great defense also that hindered our quarterback this game. We'll come out next week and we'll play different.
So,
Something along those lines.
so hold on, I guess I'm confused here. So Florida quarterback threw
5 interceptions.
all right, but the question was asked to the LSU coach.
Of why your offense is not being very productive because you only had 13 points tonight. And
Yep.
they only had So Nussmeier went 15 of 27 for 220 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, and Caden Durham had 15 carries for 93 yards. So they only had, LSU only had LSU had 316 total yards and Florida had 366 and Florida lost. And they had more total yards.
Yeah.
And did I get a win or a loss?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand his frustration because and what it was is he's walking in from yelling or screaming or having a fit with his players, and he's walking into that press conference. That's not the first question you hit him with. You hit him with how did you, something that's a positive question. If you're any kind of media person, it should be, hey, what did you think about the way your defense played to not getting 5 interceptions from DJ? Something along those lines is what you should be asking, knowing that he come in from the game, because any kind of coach is going to be hot-headed when your offense is producing less than the team that you just beat.
I agree.
So
That's why I try to.
you got to be constructive.
Those football coaches are different creatures, so you have to be careful talking to them. So that's why I would not be the guy asking them a tough question pertaining to. I'm not gonna say the way they won, but I guess the way they won, though. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like you're making them, you're telling them you're second guessing them.
Well, it's like you're
the
baiting.
results they need to get, and they won.
You know? To me, it's you're baiting. You're trying to get him to react that way.
So LSU, if I'm correct, is 2-1, 2-0. Excuse me, 3-0. You want to pull that up?
They should be 3-0. Yeah, they're 3-0.
Okay. All
right. Yeah, it's some of these media guys with us being media. I wish I was in some of these press conferences because just like today with Auburn coming to Oklahoma, the first question they asked Brent Venables when he walks up to the podium was, "How do you feel about playing against your former quarterback?" I'm like, and why not ask about how you feel about playing against Auburn? Not about playing. It's not about the quarterback. It's about the team. But they're trying to bait for questions like that.
Yeah, and that's one thing I don't understand. Like, I'm not saying we're supposed to be your best friend and your best bud, but aren't we supposed to be making sure we cover certain stories so we don't, so we provide good intel or good information and good for the.
You should be like if we were doing a UTSA, if we were in there with Trailer on the UTSA, we would ask questions to make UTSA look good. That's what you're supposed to be in local media. You're an insider for UTSA. You should be favoritism towards them, so to speak, and then ask the tougher questions later in the deal. But don't start him off in a bad mood to start with.
Well, it takes a lot of guts to be a reporter, in a losing locker room. In a winning locker room like that, hey, I mean, I guess what I don't like is sensationalism, because they won 20-10, and again, I've got the philosophy is I never apologize for my schedule, because that's the schedule that was handed to me, and I never apologize for wins. Never. I mean, so the media is not going to do that. I know the media is a lot of it is just trying to get clicks, because a lot of media nowadays is click based. A lot of media isn't even on TV or in the news. I don't even know we have newspapers anymore, but it's clickbait. It's all clickbait.
Very few.
So you can end up on Twitter, or X, whatever it's called now,
or YouTube,
or Instagram or Facebook. It's all clicks.
Yep.
I mean, it could be worse for Brian Kelly. He could be number 8 Notre Dame, who lost to A&M.
Well, he was on the hot seat years ago, right? Am I right? Wasn't he on the hot seat last year, the year before?
Yeah, the year before.
Yeah,
his second year. I think this is his 5th year at LSU. The second year he was there, he was on the hot seat, and he kind of turned it around.
Yeah, but Notre Dame loses. Notre Dame loses heartbreaker to Miami by 3 points, and then they lose a heartbreaker to A&M by 1 point.
Yeah.
That's a tough place to be right there. Talk about asking tough questions. I'm sure Marcus Freeman got plenty of those. I didn't watch his press conference afterwards, but I'm sure he got some tough questions.
Well, did you see the deal I sent you guys that there's rumors going around that Notre Dame's AD has reached out to the SEC and the Big Ten saying that if they can get a confirmation that they'll go from a 12 team to a 16 team playoff, that they would join each one of the conferences.
Well, I
Because
mean,
right now they're out of it because they're independent and they're 0-2 to start the season. They're out of the playoffs.
well, Notre Dame, they have to be in the top 12 right now. If they can finish in the top 12 in the college football playoff rankings, they can still make the playoffs. The way that college football goes nowadays, how many times have you seen undefeated teams lately? There's not many. I think usually most of them have losses going into the playoff.
They're saying this year it could be as much for the playoffs. There could be a 9-3 team in the playoffs.
Yeah, and Notre Dame, when you look at Notre Dame, you look at okay, they lost to Miami, who's number 5 right now, and then actually Texas A&M is now number 8 after right
Mhm.
after this past week. I think Texas A&M climbed up to number 8. So technically, Notre Dame has losses against 2 top 10 teams by a combined total of 4 points. There's still a path to the playoffs for them, but they have to be dominant, and they don't have any more room for hiccups since they're not in the conference. But I could see Notre Dame getting in with 2 losses just
A&M's
because
number
it's
10.
okay. Number 10. So yeah, so they have 2 top 10 losses as of right now. So
Yeah.
so yeah. But speaking of, the rankings, I made an argument, and I don't remember if y'all were on board with that argument or not, but that the Big Ten was better football than the SEC to me. And look at the top 4 teams: Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon. Three of the top 4 teams are from the Big Ten.
Actually, the new rankings that came out, it's Ohio State, Penn State, LSU, Miami, Georgia, Oregon dropped to number 6.
After beating Northwestern like a drum, they dropped down. Okay, I never understood the AP rankings, but okay. I mean, a team wins and you drop them. That's
The
Well, I
there's a
don't like
guy I
that Penn
thought.
State ranking. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, we're going to find all about them. They got a bye week and then they play
Play Oregon,
Oregon.
right? Don't play
they
Oregon
get
Yep.
first.
they play Oregon and
Ohio
Ohio
State.
State between now and November 1st. Those
I
are
Yep.
know.
two. Those are
That's
their 2 big games. Yeah.
that's terrible.
Yep.
We're not. Ah, man. I hope. Hey, listen. I know everybody lace their shoes up the same way, and again, you got to play the games. It's all about the playing the games, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And that makes that right there makes me nervous as a Penn
Yeah.
State
It's
fan who knows what Oregon is going to bring. Oregon's going to bring that high power offense. They're going to sling that damn ball all over the place. But man, no one. Ohio State, didn't they win it all last year?
Yep.
We sure
They're
did.
looking good. They're looking good. They're looking real good right now.
Yep. Yep. Well, we got a good slate of games coming up. You
Oh yeah.
got
It's starting to
yeah.
heat up for district play,
Uh, this
conference
is
play.
this is the best time of the year. Let's take a moment to mourn the fact that we are already 2 weeks into the NFL season and like 4 weeks into college. As soon as it gets here, we've been waiting for this all year. As soon as it gets here, we're already about a quarter of the way through the college season. My goodness, slow down, time.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I mean,
For sure.
this is definitely my favorite time of year. But the good thing about it being the quarter mark of the college football season, about quarter mark, not quite there. Maybe one more week it'll be the quarter mark. But you're going to start getting those big games. No more cupcakes for the most part. You're gonna have a lot of conference games in the next couple months. You got and even those is Utah in the Big 12?
Yes, sir.
So that's a conference game. Number 17, Texas Tech, 3-0 against Utah, 3-0. That's to me, that's got the makings of a knockdown, drag out fight right there. We're
Yeah, that's
talking
good.
we're talking about what do we get? We had a A&M 41, Notre Dame 40. we have that kind of a game on tap with this, with Texas Tech
Yeah,
against
that's what I was
Utah.
gonna say. I'd like to know what the in that game. I'd like to know what the over and under is in that game.
And I guess I shouldn't have used knockdown drag out. That's more like a 10-3 game or something. This is going to be a shootout. That's
The
what I'll
over
say.
and under in that game is 58.5.
Oh, I'll
I'd
take
take
the
the
over.
over.
I'll take the
I'll
over in
take
that
the
game.
over.
I'll take the
Hey,
over.
y'all think
Yeah.
it's gonna be like that? You think it's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
that
Texas
high?
Tech and Utah is Texas Tech has what's his name
Over.
the uh guy that he was a high school legend here in the state of Texas uh is the head coach of the Texas Tech, and they're I'm telling you that those it's just, they haven't moved back from when like Leach and them was there. They're still a high scoring offense,
High
and this is
octane.
going to
High
high. Yeah.
octane.
And this is going to set up, this is setting up to be whoever wins this game is going to be up against an Iowa State, maybe for the Big 12 title. They're going to be the two front runners. Iowa State's undefeated in the Big 12. Whoever wins this one's going to be the other front runner to be in the Big 12 championship game.
Yep. I agree. I agree. I agree. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to that
Yep.
one. I believe that's the big noon kickoff on Fox this week. So we get that one at 11
Y-
a.m.
yes, sir. Correct.
Yep.
And it's
And,
at Salt Lake City.
ooh, it's going to be a good one. Then you
Yep.
got number 22 Auburn 3-0 at number 11 Oklahoma 3-0. Uh,
That's a big
Oklahoma,
game. That's a big game for Oklahoma.
I would
Yeah.
say I would say that Oklahoma doesn't have to prove a lot right now because they did beat Michigan, and Michigan's always tough. But you know what? Now you get to play against one of your conference opponents. Auburn's always the kind of team that's going to bloody your nose. I don't care if they're up or down. Auburn's gonna they're gonna beat you up. So Oklahoma, it's a different type of game, but Oklahoma's got to go against Auburn, which is a bully in the SEC. And they have been for a long
Well,
time. They've been down a little bit lately, but Auburn is a bully
and
traditionally.
Well, and they have Hugh Freeze as the coach. So the last couple of weeks I've been watching them because Jackson Arnold, that's the quarterback at Auburn now, used to be the quarterback at Oklahoma last year. 5-star out of Denton, Texas.
Where was
He
he at last year?
At Oklahoma. He was
Oh,
the starting quarterback at Oklahoma. But he's a 5-star kid out of Denton Geyer in Denton, Texas. But he's a dual threat quarterback that he don't have a really great deep ball, but he is a bully when he like you're talking about when he runs the football. And like last week, he probably had 20 carries in the game. And that's what he's going to go against. It's going to be a good test for Oklahoma as far as how does our defensive line handle that good offensive line at Auburn and that running quarterback with the good running back.
well, I'll tell you what, the defensive line better hold up because that's the type of game, that's the kind of rushing attack that in the late third quarter and into the fourth quarter, you get these defensive
Yep.
backs. They start to make business decisions on those. And
Yeah.
those body shots really affect those guys out in the defensive backfield.
The good thing with OU right now is their defense, like they went from 30 to 40, somewhere in the 30 to 40 range defensively last year to they're in the top 5 this year
Right.
right now. Um, but they have a really strong front seven, and those linebackers come downhill, and then they're what they call the cheetah position. It's what a lot of people call a strong safety position. That kid that plays that, he leveled the Michigan guy when he caught the screen pass the other day, and was all over Sports Center when he leveled the guy. So it's going to be a good. I think that one over and under, and that one's 47.5, and I wouldn't be shocked if they're under that. I think
Yeah,
it could be a 20 to 10, 20 to 17 kind of game.
well, that's the kind of game I'm looking for because Oklahoma against Michigan was very similar to that as well. And,
Yes.
and I think Oklahoma, in order for Oklahoma to continue winning this year, I think they're going to have to play in those kinds of games. But this is going to test that type of philosophy, the defense, because Oklahoma's defense looks like it's the strength of their team right now. And this is going to test that. To me, I'm not the Oklahoma #1 fan in the area like you, but their defense looks like they're the strength of the
Oh,
team.
their defense is that is the strength of the team. And when your head coach that's got 3 national championships as a defensive coordinator is now calling plays, again, that defense has taken his identity, which is smash mouth defense, smothering defense. He calls it violent defense, and that's what
Yeah.
he runs.
That's the way
And
that's the way it should be.
Mateer's coming out. He's gotten better every week. Being a transfer in quarterback, he knows the system because him and Arbuckle were together at Washington State. But getting the wide receivers and the running backs all on the same page, their true freshman running back, that kid Troy Blaylock he had his first 100-yard game and he's a true freshman and he had his 100-yard game against Temple. He had I think 89 yards is what he ended up against Michigan. So it's gonna be a good game. I can't wait to watch it, and then I'll be gone after as soon as that game. Hopefully I can watch all of it before I have to head to Brennan. So
Yeah.
um
And then we got Tulane, number 3-0 Tulane at number 13 Ole Miss, 3-0.
Real quick, back to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We took you guys said the under on that one?
yeah. Yeah, I think the under on that one's 47 and
Not
a half. I think it's gonna be under.
gonna be under that? You think
Yeah.
defensively?
Yeah, I think you're gonna look at like a 20-17, 20-10, somewhere around that range.
Okay, good call. Good stuff.
I think it's definitely under myself.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Ole
Yeah,
Miss
that
and
Tulane
Tulane.
Ole Miss game, yeah, that's going to be a good. I like to see because Ole Miss is down to like their second string quarterback now. I think they used a third string the week before, and their second string is supposed to be coming back. So, but they're still finding ways to win. That's Lane Kiffin kind of offense. He can plug and play his quarterbacks. So
Yeah.
that'll be a good game with Tulane coming into town to see what they can do at the Grove.
Yep, that'll be a good one. But I do think Ole Miss is going to win that one going
Yeah,
away.
I think so.
I
Yeah,
think
61 points is the over and under.
Ole Miss might get
61.
Ole Miss might get 61 by themselves in this game.
So you think the over?
I'm thinking over for that game.
And
Yeah.
Ole Miss is favored by 11 and a half right now too.
So you're looking at 61 points being favored by 11 and a half. What is that, like 35-24, something like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely got Ole Miss winning that game. The
Yeah.
Wave is not playing actually at home, so they're tough at home though. Tulane's tough at home.
Oh yes.
They are.
And Tulane plays they played Oklahoma a couple of years ago and they came
They
into
were tough,
Norman
right?
and gave
Yeah.
them everything they could wish for. And so yeah, that's going to be Tulane's always a tough team. And they're not
Yeah.
ain't traveling very far.
Yep, they are. They're good. Tulane is good.
Okay.
We'll go over to number 21, Michigan, 2-1. Their only loss against Oklahoma, who we just talked about. They'll be playing at Nebraska, 3-0. A Big
Yeah,
Big Ten matchup.
Yep. And that's the last game that Coach Moore is suspended from for the season. So Coach Moore won't be there.
What's the over-under on that one, Tally?
46.
Michigan and Nebraska.
45 and a half is what it says on ESPN.
Yeah, I got 46.
Yeah.
On
Michigan's a 2.5 point favorite.
This is on Bovado.
Okay.
Bovado. So that's a Vegas site.
I tell you what,
I could see that one. I could see that one being a 24-21 game.
Mm-hmm.
And that puts it right at 45. That puts it right at 45.
Yeah, that one's going to be hard because I don't know how Michigan's playing without Coach Moore on the sideline.
What do we got here, fellas? Hold on. What do we got there?
I don't know if
he came into my office. He regretted. He at that moment he knew he.
Oh, it's crazy.
I just don't know how. I don't know how Michigan's going to. That's the question mark. How are they going to respond playing a really tough team without Coach Moore on the sideline? Because the defensive coordinator is the one that's the interim coach.
What they scored last week against you guys? You have that?
No, they had Coach Moore when they played us.
No, but would they score last week though? Like, would they
Uh,
score? How much did they score last week?
they lost to us. They lost 24-13. But last week they played Central Michigan and they won 63-3. They played a high school team.
So they
This
beat.
has the makings of a 24-21 game.
Yeah,
The only
I'm
reason why I
telling you,
say only reason why I say that, how good is Nebraska?
uh,
We're about to
Nebraska.
find out. We're about to find out, really.
Well, no, the reason
Nebraska beat Cincinnati. Nebraska beat Cincinnati 20-17. They beat Akron 68-0, and they beat Houston Christian 59-7.
yeah, see,
So we're about to
so
find out how good they are because
Cincinnati was the only one that was halfway competitive of those
yeah,
teams they played,
this
and
is
they
their
won
first
20-17.
this is their first major test.
Yes.
So we're going to find out how good Nebraska is, and that's what's tough about these early season games that they play against lesser opponents from smaller conferences and all that
Mhm.
is you really don't have a. That's why Nebraska's not ranked, right?
Yes, correct.
I mean, so we'll see if they beat Michigan, they will be ranked.
There's there's some people that are high on them because of that quarterback. That quarterback was the number one kid coming out 2 years ago,
Should be a good one.
and it could be. That's why that point spread's not very big, is because they don't know the question mark when it comes to Coach Moore being on the sideline, and then they don't know the question mark of how Raiola, or however you say his name, is going to be once he takes snaps against a really good Michigan defense.
Yeah, Rayola, Rayola,
Raiola,
Rayola. Yep.
so we're taking
Uh,
the under.
you know what? On
I
that
think it's going
one,
to be close. I
on
think it's
that
going to
one,
be close.
on that one, I'm actually going to take the over.
Mm,
After hearing Nebraska's schedule that they had coming into this game, I've got Michigan winning by about a touchdown at least, and I'd say it's going to be somewhere in the range of like 27-20. So that's 47 points right there. So I got it going over.
Okay,
yeah.
That's just me. But what do I know?
hey
Yeah.
man, you know
I'm
a lot.
just a
And then we
guy.
have
I'm just a guy
you just
making
the guy that's
picks.
talking, yeah, making picks. Um,
All right, we got
then
Florida
we
and Miami.
the
That's
college game day controversial game that they're going to Florida at Miami.
not
1-2 Florida at Miami.
not so fast, my friend. Since this is on game day, I'm not going to say it's controversial because anytime you have Florida at Miami, it's a rivalry game. And I'm going to tell you, Miami being number 4 in the nation, like I said in week 0 or week 1, college football is better when teams like Miami and Florida State are good. And right now, the U is good. They're real good. But when you got a rivalry game, Florida and Miami, Florida State, Miami, Florida State, those 3 teams, anytime you have a rivalry game, anything can happen. So I'm okay with game day being there. I bet you they're going to have all those old University of Miami guys like Michael Irvin and stuff. They're all going to be on game day. It should be a lot of fun.
Well, doesn't Michael
Yeah,
Irvin doesn't he coach for Miami? He's like the
Does he
receiver
yeah.
coach
coach?
or something?
Is he a coach or is he a consultant?
He's
I'm
a
asking. I
consultant.
don't know. Okay,
He's a
consultant.
consultant.
That's gonna be a big game.
What's the over under on that one?
I'm trying to find. I can't. I don't have it. I'm looking for it.
I got to
Over
say,
and under is 51.5, with Miami's favored by 7.5.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the over on that.
You taking the
And
over on that game? You think it's gonna be
yeah,
a
and
high scoring
I'm
game?
I'm gonna go over on that, but I'm gonna also go. I'm gonna take Florida with the points. I think Florida keeps it close.
Oh, didn't
I,
Miami
th-
just beat the brakes off somebody?
I think Miami still wins,
Miami
but
beat Notre Dame.
they beat them by 3, right?
They beat them by 3.
3 or 6 or 7. I don't know. It was a one-score game.
Okay, there you go. I found it. So the over here on Bravado, shout out to Bravado.
Wow. Guess who the
51.
guest speaker is?
Where?
for
Game
the
day?
college game day. Yeah.
Who is it?
It's going to be, you said guess. So Miami or Florida. Tim
What?
Tebow.
It's gonna be Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Tim Tebow.
Am I right or
You
wrong?
both of you are way off.
Okay. Is it a player?
No.
No. It's
Politician.
It's a politician.
Oh Lord.
Holy smoke! Ron DeSantis.
No. It's Tally's favorite person.
Who?
Ted Cruz.
Are you joking right now?
No. I'm ready. For Saturday, September 20th edition of the ESPN College Game Day, the guest picker will be U.S. Senator Ted Cruz. The network announced on the show's September 13th episode. The show will be broadcast from Miami ahead of the Week 4 matchup between the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators.
Now, I really don't care who the guest speaker is as far as that, but
What
why
what school do you go?
why a senator from Texas why is there a senator from Texas being the guest speaker in a game that's played in Florida
Maybe he went to
between two?
maybe he went to Miami because he left. He likes to leave. Let me stop.
Was he a Miami graduate?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he left to go to University of Miami
Who knows?
or
Who
Florida.
knows?
Okay.
Went to Princeton and Harvard.
Yeah, his resume is definitely stronger than mine, but but
He went to high school at Katy, Texas.
there you go, Katy, Texas, the
Shout
Fighty
out to
Katy, what the Katy
H-Town.
No,
Tigers?
he went to Faith West Academy near Katy, Texas.
Still
Okay,
H-Town. Shout out to H-Town.
Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to H-Town. Yep. All right, so
Took the over.
you
We
know,
took the
Wow.
over on that one. 51.5. Took the
I,
over.
I like the over, but I like Florida keeping it closer than 7.5 points. That's just me. But what do I know? I'm just a guy
I
making
think
picks here.
I'm gonna go against that one. I think Miami's gonna make a statement in that game.
I
I
know
think
The,
Miami's making a
Miami is
mistake.
mad.
the,
Yeah,
I
Miami's really
think
gonna make a
they're.
mistake on that game.
I think Miami is going to curb stomp Florida.
Yeah, I think so
Curb
too.
stomp.
I'm
If
with that one.
DJ throws 5 interceptions in that game with that Miami defense, they're gonna beat them by 40.
All right. I like the confidence there.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I
Yeah, I
love it.
think that if DJ's throwing interceptions the way he did against LSU, he throws those against Miami. Miami will kill them.
Miami's different.
I think they're
I
going to make a
agree.
statement again.
I think
Miami will
so
beat
too.
you up Miami will definitely beat
Hey,
you up in the trenches.
what did we start to show off and say about Miami?
It's their year.
It's
It's
their
their
year,
year.
dog. It's
It's
their
their
year.
year.
Yeah.
It's their
It's
year.
their year. It
I'm
is.
telling you.
It's their year.
I
Remember
would
everyone
love.
watching it. Remember
Where's
everyone
the?
watching at home. If your team is doing well right now, it's your
It's
year, baby.
It's your
It's
year.
it's your year.
It's
It's
your
your
year.
year. Faux show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. Oh, he with the show.
Faux show. Faux show.
Show. Okay, got it. All right. All right.
So we also have number 9 Illinois. No, just Illinois against number 19 Indiana.
But there is an S at the end. Is that
There-
silent?
I think the S is silent. I know for a fact.
You're not from up north.
Is it silent then? What would the Northerners say?
Illinois.
Illinois.
Is it Illinois?
Yeah, like noise.
All right. Well, then I'll say Illinois against Indiana. Both of them 3-0. For both of those teams, it could be
That's a
their
Big
year.
Ten matchup too.
Big Ten. Big Ten. Is that going to be on the Big Ten network?
See, I got that game wrong already.
No, it's on the NBC.
Because the Indiana is favorite to win that game by 5 with a 52.
Just remember, Indiana I think they went into that Penn State game last year undefeated late in the season.
Yeah, we took
Yes, they did.
And Penn State beat them. So Indiana is definitely putting together a string of good, strong seasons. So maybe
Are they the new Wisconsin?
I don't know,
Indiana.
but but the
No, I
bookies,
think yeah,
but the bookies in Las Vegas must like them.
yeah,
So what we going
yes.
for over or
Over
under?
and under, and that one's 52 and a half.
Yep, 52. What you got?
Dang. I'm gonna go over but barely over.
Like over. What about you, Chad? You haven't said anything about it lately. Been quiet over there.
Uh, over.
What's the
Over
spread?
5, 5 points.
5.5. So it says here.
I'm gonna take Indiana.
Illinois
I'm gonna
Illinois
take
beat
Indiana.
Western Illinois 52-3. Illinois beat Duke 45-13. Beat Western Michigan 38-0.
I'm gonna take.
Indiana won 27-14 over Old Dominion. They beat Kennesaw State 56-9 and Indiana State 73. I'm taking the over in that game. Those both are
Over.
scoring a crap load of points.
Let's get. I'm gonna take over, but I'm also gonna
Over.
take Illinois with the points. Illinois with the points.
Illinois. There you go. Not Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah,
Illinois with the
Illinois.
points. I'm gonna
I
take
agree.
Illinois
I
with the points.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think
I like that.
Illinois. So yeah,
All right.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. And
Last college game.
then we got the USC Trojans against the Michigan State Spartans. That's the battle for what? Troy? Sparta? I love that. I love
Yeah, and
yeah.
that's another Big Ten matchup with two teams that are undefeated. So um, USC, Lincoln's got them clicking right now. They've been killing everybody, but what's the over and under? And that one's 56.5, and they have USC by 18.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over, but I'm gonna take Michigan State with the points. 18.5 is a huge number against a team like Michigan State.
It's at
Mich-
USC.
Michigan State is not a scrub.
Yeah, but they're traveling all the way to California. Um, and it's a 10 o'clock kick.
Give me the points. I'll take them. I'll take those points all the way to the bank.
You know, I was just looking it up. The national championship this year's going to be played at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Oh, it is? I think
Yeah,
you should go.
40 years ago.
You think Super Sports Media can get passes for that?
Yeah,
Yeah. So are we
40
taking over
years
on
ago.
that game?
Yeah, over in that one,
Over
USC, Michigan.
56? So you
Yeah,
think
No,
26? Okay.
I'm taking over, but I'm taking Michigan State with the points.
are you not documenting this tally
Yeah. Yeah.
of who we're all taking?
Are these our official picks?
No, these are picks that are trying to. I'm
No,
putting. I'm
he's
gambling. I'm gambling.
all
My bets.
right. We'll do
Hey,
the picks after we get done with this.
if you use any of my expert knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I
Don't worry.
charge 10% of your winnings.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't worry. I'm gonna let you know.
yeah.
But what do
The
I know? I'm just a guy making picks, you know.
yeah, 40 years ago, OU played Miami in Miami in the Orange Bowl when the game will be played.
40 years ago.
OU.
OU Miami for the national championship, and Miami won it.
That's what you call it.
Mm. At the pace they're going, that could be a very, very. You could have a 40-year.
That was Howard Snellenberger was the coach.
Yes.
That was right before Jimmy Johnson,
I've,
right?
1986 national champions. Let me make sure I'm right.
85 was Miami beating
85 was
OU.
OU. No, OU beat Penn State in 85.
Okay, OU beat Penn State. 86 was Penn State beating Miami, though, right?
That you're right. So I was backward. It was the next year they played. So yeah, 86 was Penn State versus Miami,
And that was
and Penn
Snellenberger.
State and Penn State won.
So we
Penn,
could have that.
you could have that too, and that was played.
But we're not.
That was played in the Fiesta Bowl,
We're not going to have
where
that.
that game was.
Well, let's talk about what I really came on here to talk about.
Uh-oh.
NFL
There you go.
recap.
Go ahead,
Your turn to
recap.
recap, Mr. Rich, or Tally,
Man,
Mr. Tally.
well, we got last week's games. We got the Washington Commanders at the Packers. The Packers took that one 27-18.
Thursday night
Uh,
game, by the way.
was that Thursday night game, right?
Thursday night. Yep. It
And
was
did,
Thursday night.
did I hear correctly that Jaden Daniels is questionable for this upcoming game with a knee sprain or something?
Yes. Yes,
See,
they
Yeah.
got after him.
I told anybody who would listen, I think maybe even you guys, I kind of said that I felt like Jaden Daniels was going to come back down to earth, not because he's not a good player, because his style of play as a quarterback is not sustainable. He took a lot of hits last year, and he continues to take them this year, and a lot of them are designed runs. I do not like that for a quarterback.
Well, Jalen Hurts, we run a lot. So, okay.
But yours is more of a tush push. Jalen Hurts doesn't. They don't
No,
call.
don't do that.
No, they don't call a lot of running plays for Jalen Hurts. He'll break contain and he'll scramble out and he'll slide. Jaden Daniels tries to take on.
Yeah. So you know who reminds me of who he reminds me of, right?
Who's that?
He reminds me of Robert Griffith,
Robert Griffin, yeah.
RG, yeah.
RG3, the
And
third.
how did that end up for
And
RG3?
that's what I was just about to
Yeah.
say. That's what he reminds me of. And I was going to say, you might be right what you're saying in reference to the Commanders quarterback that has that style, that has that frame, is not sustainable for the NFL.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the only
it's
one
not.
that's been able to do that. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, well, but Lamar Jackson, I think, is bigger in stature. No, isn't he
No, he
bigger than Jaden Daniels?
still got that small frame, but he's a little bit more accurate, I believe. I believe he as the years went on, if I'm correct, now I could be wrong. I'm not a football guy.
Yeah,
I thought the team Harbaugh had him sit in the pocket a little bit more.
but
Because
I
he
also
broke a
think,
record or two last year, year
yeah,
before, right?
yeah, but I also think Lamar Jackson doesn't take a lot of unnecessary hits like Jaden
Jaden
Daniels does.
Daniels is bigger than Lamar Jackson. Jaden Daniels 6'4", 210. Lamar Jackson 6'2", 205.
So, but think about what you just said: 6'4", 210. He's
Yeah,
2 inches taller, but only 5 pounds heavier.
exactly.
Yeah.
Where
So that means Lamar Jackson is actually built a little bit sturdier.
yeah,
You know?
a little
Yeah,
bit
but
wider.
still at 200 pounds and being that tall is it you're not it's they're not built like Jalen Hurts, and they're
No,
not. I mean, to be able to take those even like a Baker Mayfield, he's not like you're talking about. He's not made to run the ball, but he does scramble a lot. But he's still Baker's thick kid. He's a
yeah,
thick quarterback.
they're thicker. Yeah, those guys are
Yeah.
thicker. But Jaden Daniels, I don't think Jaden Daniels. The problem with the Commanders, like I've been saying for a year now, is there's too many designed runs. When we're talking about uh, Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield, do they run? Yes. Are they mobile? Yes. But it's out of necessity. They don't just design runs for them because that's not good for your quarterback. Um, Jaden Daniels, they're designing quarterback, draws and quarterback keepers, and I mean, they're designing that, and that's just too many hits, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a short career at the rate he's going. Concerned about him.
Yep. Yep.
So, but the
All right.
Packers certainly look good. Jordan Love
Yeah,
looks
Packers look good.
Jordan Love looks like the real deal. Um, I got to say that. Jordan Love definitely looks like the real deal. Looking forward to see him progress, and I think the Packers definitely will be in the hunt for a Super Bowl as we get into January. It's early. It's early. It's only the second
Week
week of the
two.
season, and things change, injuries happen, et cetera, et cetera. But if everything stays constant, I think the Packers definitely can challenge for a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
So you have your second game on the list that you put on here, the G-Men 37 at the Cowboys 40 in overtime. Cowboys win that by 3. Brandon Aubrey, I heard this on ESPN today. I don't like watching ESPN, but it was on my Twitter feed or my X feed, and they said that Brandon Aubrey, the bionic leg, Brandon Aubrey does his job better than anybody else in the NFL does theirs. What do you think about that statement?
Yeah.
Talking about the kicker for the
The
Lions.
kicker.
The kicker
Kicker
for the
for
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't know how we. Okay, that was the second game. Okay, I overlooked it. I'm sorry. I was going down the list right now on the rundown, so I went to the Washington Packers game, and for some reason my eyes just jumped straight to the Bears and Lions,
It
and I was
must be
like, I
that.
don't remember the Lions having a kicker like that. So I
Yeah,
was like, I must be
I,
missing
I thought
something.
yeah.
I thought the Eagles were supposed to have eagle eyes.
Again, for some reason, I'm just,
Yeah.
I get a lot of flack. I get a lot of flack because soon as a certain team wins a game, it's the first thing I hear. It's our year, and we're going to the Super Bowl. I
You
think that's unfair.
you haven't heard that from me.
I didn't never say. Listen,
No,
man,
I'm just saying, as a
you
Cowboys fan, I won't.
you you
I don't
you
say that. I
you
think that's a
preface
myth. I think that's a myth that
you
Cowboys
preface
fans
to
do that.
correct me and let me know that San Antonio is a Dallas Cowboy town when I gave credit to both the Cowboys and the Raiders, and you let me know I was wrong. So again, you're not the only Cowboys fan I know, and I try to
They're, they're
I just try to live in the real world.
I do too. So let's go back to the real world. On ESPN on Twitter today, somewhere on there, I saw that they said Brandon Aubrey does his job better than anybody else does theirs in the NFL. What do y'all think of that statement?
I
I mean,
watch
that's a
I watched I do watch ESPN. Shout out to ESPN, by the way. And I watched after y'all game, they like to show all the teams that won, right? And again, I'm not going to be mad because you guys got pushed to the wire against the Giants. So we're not going to be mad about that.
yeah.
But I'm sitting there watching your after game in the locker room, and he's once he give I think he was giving out the game ball, and he kept celebrating your kicker. I just Jalen gets beat up so much to where though I'm watching ESPN and watching a National Football League coach give the game ball, but the way he giving them the game ball is just ridiculous to me.
No,
Come on,
they
man.
gave the
Come on.
game ball to the coach because that's his first win as a Cowboys head coach. Brian Schottenheimer got the
Why
game
was he
ball.
yelling? Why was he yelling 40 yards? Woo!
No, he went down. He
53
said,
like
"Dak Pre."
woo!
He if you watch the whole clip, he went down and shouted out a bunch of guys, and the last guy he shouted out was Brandon Aubrey. So he
Okay.
shouted out a bunch of them. That
Okay.
clip is probably about a minute and a half long,
Okay.
and the kicker was probably the last
Okay.
12
Okay.
seconds of that clip.
I thought every
Uh,
time, every score was the kicker. And I'm sorry. I
you
didn't.
know, I just think the
Do you
when
think
when
that is true?
when you have a kicker like the Cowboys right now, when you have a kicker who when I was watching that game, I watched the game with my dad all the time. Every Sunday, watch the game with my dad. I think we talked about that. Uh, and we're down by 3, and I tell my dad, we got the ball at like the 30-yard line or whatever, and I said, all they got to do is get this bad boy about 20 more yards out to about midfield. This guy can kick a 68-yard field goal. You see it all in preseason. He's so accurate from back there. I remember when I was growing up, when you would see a kicker go out there from 50 yards, you were like, damn, I don't know. And then they'd barely get it over the crossbar. This guy kicks it from 64, and next gen stats said it would have been good from 80. Uh, yeah, next gen stats said that on ESPN. I was like, what? Um, what a weapon. So I'm going to say this. I'm not going to speak for the rest of the NFL, but I'll say this because I'm an avid Cowboy fan, and I watch every Cowboys game, and I don't miss one. I'll say Brandon Aubrey does his job better than any other player on the team for the Cowboys. I will say that. Is that good or bad? I don't know if your kicker does his job better than anybody else, but it sure helps to have a kicker that you have confidence in.
Remember, back when we were growing up, we were probably in our 20s or 30s, and the Raiders had that kicker that was doing it, Jankowski.
Janikowski, yeah,
Janikowski. Remember, he was doing that.
yeah,
He was booming them like that.
but he never hit
Well,
60-yard field goals. Not like
what
this.
was the Saints? Gary Anderson.
But we're talking those guys were kicking in the mid to upper 50s. They weren't
Yeah,
consistently hitting 60-yard field goals. That's different. That's different. So, but I just think that's the new wave of the NFL right now. I don't think Brandon Aubrey. I think he's the first one that's doing it. But I think as we go on, you're going to start seeing more and more kickers being able to knock down 60-yard field goals routinely.
yeah.
Adam Vinatieri holds the record right now.
Yeah, and that record's been for a while.
How
And
how far was it? 65?
no, I'm sorry. Justin Tucker holds the record with 66 in
66.
2021, while Adam Vinatieri holds the most points. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
Justin Tucker has 66.
Justin Tucker has 66 in 2021, and
Brandon Aubrey has
Floyd
65.
Aubrey is 65,
And
which was last year.
yeah,
And then Matt
64.
Prater kicked a 64 back in 13. So
And Aubrey got 64 a couple days ago.
And
So
they're doing that in college too. They're doing but I mean, some of these kickers are, hey, they're not like you said. Now if you get somewhere near midfield, they got kickers because they're bringing a lot of Australian kickers and a lot of rugby guy kickers in.
be careful.
And
Don't bring too many rugby guys. They're going to ban them.
yeah, they should. I was about to say we're gonna have to call ICE and get rid of these rugby
No,
football
not
players.
because of that, because of the tush push. That's where we got the tush push from. Rugby.
Actually, I found out the scrum got banned from rugby now. There's no more scrum in rugby. It got banned because it's too dangerous. So
Oh my goodness. Another way to
I just saw that.
night. Hey, but I will say y'all was impressive on scoring with less than a minute. I will give you a lot of props on that.
Well, look,
I had set the TV up. I had my phone set up. So just picture this. Picture me watching the big screen, right? So I'm standing in front of the big screen like this, right? I'm standing up and I'm watching the game. I got my phone. I got my phone sitting in the middle, right, of the TV, just waiting. I'm waiting. I got the camera on, and I'm waiting to press record and just laugh my butt off at you guys, right? I'm waiting. Like this is set up. This is perfect TV because there's no way you're going down the field in 50-something seconds, right? You agree?
no, I don't agree.
I agree. Then I agree. Don't worry. I like you to do it. Anyway, I'm
Uh,
ready.
if you
So
would
I'm
have been,
watching. Dak backs, kicks. Oh shit! Shoot, skill language. Oh no! God dang it! Okay, boom, scatters a little. Next thing you know, same thing again. Dang! I said, God bless America. This ain't about to happen. This is and it happened.
mm,
And it
funny
happened.
thing is, I expected it, and I think Dak Prescott said it best. He said in the stadium and
Mm-hmm.
all along the sideline, everybody knew just get it to midfield, and that's not that hard with the amount of time getting it to midfield.
Well,
I thought,
I would just say this, and I would say, thank. I don't know. I know y'all just signed a new guy today, to help your defense. I don't know if y'all signing Giants players too, but I, I believe that that game was just given to y'all packaged when Russell went back and just threw the ball away on first down. That was a first down play, by the way.
well,
Just
because
FYI.
he just went to the well too often. You could also say that we'll talk about that later. But I'm gonna
So
do some.
congratulations, though. Good win for you guys.
I'm gonna do something different right now because my Stone Cold lock or my prediction during week 0 or week 1, whenever we did NFL predictions, I predicted back then that Dak Prescott would be in the MVP conversation this year. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a weekly rundown for myself on this show to hold myself accountable on this Dak Prescott pick because I made a prediction and I'm going to stick by it, and I'm just going to update you on how my prediction is going week by week. If y'all want to do that with your predictions, I
Well, we gotta
invite
hear
you to
this.
do.
We gotta hear this week by week. It's a
Yeah,
good one.
I'm
It's
gonna
a
do
good
this week
show.
by week because right now through week
Good
two,
show.
Dak Prescott through week two, among all quarterbacks, 549 passing yards, which is third, 89.9 grade, which is second, 88.0 passing grade, which is second, nine big time throws, which is first, 28 first downs, which is tied for second, and 86.9 grade under pressure, which is second. So right now he is looking at, and I've said it before, when he's healthy, he changes the Cowboys offense. We just got to make sure we keep him upright and healthy this year. But I like what my prediction is looking like right now. Not saying he's going to win the MVP, but I do think he's going to be in the conversation.
Well,
Like I said,
um,
y'all are more than welcome to check in with your predictions as we go
he's
along
not in
as
the
well.
conversation right now, unfortunately. And again, maybe I'm wrong. I'm just looking at my stuff here. I'm diving in here because you guys are well, no, because Josh Allen is 2-0, right?
Hey, like I said, I'm just looking at his numbers right now, looking MVP like. As we go along, things change between September,
Matthew
October,
Stafford is
November,
2-0,
December. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Jalen Hurts 2-0.
Well, we know what Chris Jones said about that, but anyway, go ahead.
That's what got me so sick right now. That right there.
Chris,
Hey,
Chris Jones.
Just the negative talk that's coming from my guy.
What? You
Because
you
right
just
now,
said you just said your phone was ready to record so you could laugh. Okay,
yeah,
you
what's wrong
did.
with
so
that?
what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, I will say
My
this,
team's winning.
but I would say this: if your team lost, I wouldn't be sitting there sending a message. I'd be worried about my team. But that's why the Cowboys are America's team. Everybody is ready to pounce on the Cowboys instead of celebrating that their team won. They're more worried about let me make fun of Cowboy fans rather than my team just won. So.
My team didn't play yet. I had the late
Yeah,
game,
no,
by the way.
but your
No,
team
no,
was
no, no.
starting.
I
Your
had
team
no,
was
again,
starting.
no. I couldn't watch it because on my TV it wouldn't show the game yet because your game had to be finished first.
Yeah, but you should
So
be worried like you
I
a
couldn't
true
I
fan.
couldn't worry about it.
A
That's what
true
I'm
fan.
explaining to you.
A true fan would be like, let's get this game over with so I can watch my team. But
Listen,
no, let's get this camera on so I can make fun of my
yeah, it was
Cowboy
set up.
fans.
It was set up. Listen, hey,
That's
I'm
why
not
they're
gonna fit to
America's
you. Hey,
team.
listen,
I
see,
got to make fun of
that's
America's team.
difference. I'm
I
that
got.
fair. I'm again. I was ready to make fun and just go in and just hey 0-2. Ha ha ha. How does this feel? Because remember a few years ago we weren't 0-2, but we started off not too good a few years ago. I don't know if you remember that. We didn't,
I don't.
yeah,
I
we
don't because
started off not good.
I
I think it
really
was
only
two
pay
years. I
attention to
think
the
it was 2 years
Cowboys.
ago, the year before the Super Bowl run. When we ran off like 6 games in a row or something like that, and then we sputtered in the playoffs and got beat. I think by the Bucks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if I'm correct. But but that's a good stat about Dak. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
He got a
We'll,
good
we'll,
chance. He has a good chance.
Yeah, we'll move on. I'm not even talking about Super Bowl chances. I'm just saying, hey, I
Yeah, he has a
predicted
good
about
chance for
my guy Dak.
MVP.
So I'm gonna keep track of Dak's stats this year because hey, that's what my prediction was. Dak being in the MVP conversation. So let's just see how he does going forward. Obviously, like I said, things can change between now, October, November, December. He could go on a huge in a huge slump and start throwing interceptions left and right. And then, hey, my prediction is not good. But even on the games where he doesn't do well, I'll come on and give updates on how he's doing.
Good. Good. We
So,
want to know.
yeah.
America's team. We really need that's healthy for us to show too. By the way, we'll let you know that very healthy to know the latest and greatest about the
I love the
Cowboys.
sarcasm.
No,
I
no, no.
love it. I
Again,
love it.
can you
No,
please
he's
speak
not.
on?
That's not.
Can you please speak on the Clowney real quick before we I don't want to just because I want all the Cowboys fans to know I'm all in full support of you guys.
No, you're not.
What you mean? If we lived in Pennsylvania, you would either have to talk about the Steelers or the Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah,
Oh no, hold on. Or the Giants and the Jets, believe it or not. Because remember, the
yeah.
Giants and Jets don't play in New York. They
They're
actually
right there.
play
They're
in
New
Jersey.
Jersey. They're New
Yeah.
Jersey.
So we would have to give updates about those four teams, and it's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, you want to hear about Clowney? I'll tell you about
Well,
Clowney.
no, just what
The
happened?
the Cowboys were their defense was they obviously Jadeveon Clowney was in Dallas for a visit like on Wednesday of last week, maybe Thursday, I don't know. He was in the building. He left the facility without a deal. And I'm going to give you a timeline of how this deal went down. Um, the Cowboys gave up 37 points to the Giants, and Jerry Jones goes, "Can I get Jadeveon on the phone?" Um, yeah. How much did you want? You got it. Okay. Click. That's how that went. So
Okay.
you
Voice
get
and all, I love it. Voice
hey,
and all, man.
they
Great
gave up
job.
they gave they gave up 37 points to the ghost of Russell Wilson, man. So I mean,
No,
come on.
that was your secondary doing that. Your secondary
Yeah,
getting
but
torched.
the problem I say yes, but here's the deal. I don't care if you're Deion Sanders, my guy, prime time, Deion Sanders. I don't care if you're prime time or who you are. You can't cover for that long. Not these NFL wide receivers. Okay, if you don't put pressure on a quarterback, it's going to be a long day. I don't care how good your corners are. You can't cover for that long.
Mhm.
And really, for much of the game, Russ Wilson was unmolested back there in the backfield. But I mean, he had time to make himself a little cup of tea. Um, he had time to eat himself a bagel, butter the bagel, eat it, and then throw the pass. I mean, so they're hoping. I don't know what Jadeveon Clowney has left. I do know he had 8.5 sacks 2 seasons ago, and I think he had 5.5 sacks last season. They say he's a good run defender. He sets the edge really well, and they say he has led the league in pressures or been among the leaders in pressures over the last few years when he's played here. So, you know what? You don't always need sacks, but you do need pressures.
And
And maybe
Clowney
that,
started his season with the Houston Texans, correct? His career.
yeah, he did.
That's what he started with, correct?
Yep, he sure did.
Mm-hmm. So he's
Yep.
back in Texas. Good for
He's
him.
back, yeah, back in the Lone Star State.
Love it.
So,
I love it. I love it for
yep,
him.
yep. And then we'll move on. Lions 52-21 over the Bears. Holy smokes.
Yeah,
The
they're talking
Bears
about
didn't
Caleb
show up.
Williams. They may be benching Caleb Williams.
Did he even show up? The Bears? Because how's that happen? Hey, the bad part is that's the coach, that's the offensive coach from the Lions. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not supposed to happen like that. Remember when
What?
John Gruden left? When he left Oakland and he went to Tampa Bay
Yeah,
and he knew everything Tampa Bay does and he was able to just mollywop them in the Super Bowl.
yeah.
That's what I predicted in that game.
I remember that game.
What happened? 52-21? That's a
the
division right.
Bears.
That's a division rival.
Yeah, the Bears don't look that good this year.
Oh, I bet. Hey, he mess around, lose one more game, he's gonna be regretting that move. And
No,
that was a
Hey, they're already firing college coaches. They wouldn't surprise me to start firing NFL coaches.
well,
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 I think Ben Johnson, they're going to give him a little leeway, just because I think brand new coach, first time head coaching, uh, and really I think the jury is out on Caleb Williams more than anything. So
Agree.
yeah, so Lions with a impressive victory after their disappointing loss to the Packers in Week 1. Lions bounced back and they throttled the Bears. So good win for them. Then you had the Broncos losing to the Colts in Indianapolis 29-28. You got Daniel Jones looking like Peyton Manning, or a version of Peyton Manning. He leaves the Giants and all of a sudden he can throw a football. Wow. If you're a Giants fan, you have to be sick.
No. Just like Russell Wilson's dealing with right now. They don't have a line. They don't have a line. They have a run line.
Yeah.
Run the ball. That's why. What's his name was partially successful. They don't have a blocking line. They don't have a passing line. Sorry.
Pass block. Yep.
They don't do that there. So no. Daniel Jones is, you got to remember, he was a highly rated quarterback, a real quarterback, unlike the guy you just talked about that showed no character coming from USC, by the way.
Right.
So again, I'm talking character. I'm not saying skill set. I'm talking character.
Yeah, Caleb Williams already showed his character with the way he left Oklahoma when he.
So don't get Chad started.
All roads lead back to Oklahoma,
Exactly.
even in
Exactly. I didn't even know that dude played for Oklahoma.
Even in the professional ranks.
Hey, look,
we just devoted the first 45 minutes talking about Oklahoma and all their assistant coaches that are coaching everywhere else. Now we got to talk about
better
Caleb
than that
Williams.
other 45 minutes we talked about those Cowboys.
Well, that's E-Tally's fault.
I'm trashing him the way he left USC. He did USC a disservice. Same
He
thing
did
with the UCLA guy right now. And again, I'm not against mental health. Please, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying your character, how we teach these young men how to do things the right way and being a man. Now, again, the UCLA young man is doing a little bit better. But I'm talking more in how he left the Tennessee deal. That was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah.
That was again. That was bad. Same thing for Caleb deal.
Caleb Williams is bad. Part of Caleb Williams is his dad. His dad reminds me of Marcus Dupree's. Now, Marcus Dupree's preacher when Dupree was being recruited in the 80s.
And didn't he get in trouble for taking money?
Dupree? Marcus Dupree?
Yeah, he took money, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, he got.
Well, I'm just saying that was a speculation, if I'm correct.
And let's not talk about. Look, he got caught. That's it. Everybody in the 80s was getting money.
No. What I mean, again, exactly. Because Charles Barkley talks about it. So yes, you're absolutely right.
He was caught. He was the Marcus Dupree. They did the ESPN 30 for 30, the best that never was the name of this deal, because that kid was he was the modern. He was the old style of what Derrick Henry was now. He big, fast, powerful running back. But it was the same issue. He had a preacher that was in his ear telling him how much money he was worth and telling him all kinds of ways he needed to be recruited. He goes to Oklahoma, gets kicked back down to Mississippi State. He was from a very, very small town in Mississippi. Caleb Williams is from the D.C., Maryland area. And but his dad's a bad influence.
Yeah.
His dad's the one that dictated all the deal of them going to USC after Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma and went to USC. And he told Oklahoma he was staying here and he was going to do everything the right way and going to figure out what's going to happen with the new coach. And in the middle of the night, they loaded all of his cars up that he had gotten for NIL stuff on the back of a big trailer and took off to California in the middle of the night and didn't tell nobody until he was already in California.
Well, the way he did it maybe could have been different, but it's not uncommon for recruits to decommit when a coach leaves. He could have been more upfront about it.
No, it's the way he did USC though. He did USC dirty.
Yeah, he did USC the same way.
Wrong because it was like he didn't play in one of their, again, it was, if I'm correct,
he didn't play in the bowl game.
That's right.
He was needed to play, but he purposely sat out because he's getting ready for the draft. And don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that. But it's the way you go about doing it, where a lot of good players have done it, and no one's judged them. So to me, it's just the way he used to get mad, his antics on the sidelines. And again, I'm sorry, I just don't like that prima.
He's a crybaby.
Yeah, I don't like that.
He's a crybaby.
So he's doing things other people do. He just doesn't know how to do it the right way.
He's never matured.
Yeah. They're still kids.
And yep. All right, we got the next game.
Wait. Let me just say something. We forget that these kids that they go to college, play in the NCAA, Division One, wherever they play, they get drafted to the pros. We forget that these kids are only 21, 22 years old. And I remember when I was 21, 22 years old, I certainly was a lot more immature than I am today. So I like to give these kids some grace.
Yeah.
So, but we're talking when we're talking character, we're talking about that's those who are around us. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I get.
Remember,
100%.
so the same grace we want to give them. We got to remember, keep the company you keep is what you become. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. So also I'm saying. So
I agree. I agree.
Right from wrong. So Jameis Winston. You know when John or George is at the grocery store, you get all the free crab legs. But when Jennifer's there, you're not getting free crab legs. Okay. Just remember that. Just remember that.
I'll remember.
Act like, because you see Jennifer and you're like, hey, what's up, Jen? And you grab them crab legs and you try to walk out. That ain't going to happen, dog. But when Jerry's there, hey, man, it's cool. You good, bro. You good, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm hooking you up.
I don't know if we're talking about character or crab legs now. Making me hungry. It's
we're talking about
10 o'clock.
Tally's
10 o'clock, and I want to dip some crab legs in some garlic butter sauce right now.
Hey, another game that we played to the end, and once we get the lead, we just play not to lose.
Yeah. Tally's Eagles beat the Chiefs 20-17.
Man, I got to say, man,
we scored.
That game was gift wrapped and handed to him when Travis Kelce had a touchdown at the goal line and couldn't catch it.
That is so disrespectful. And
you literally just said the same thing about Russell Wilson and the Cowboys.
You guys, that's what I'm about to say because it's true. But you can't say it about my Eagles, though, because you guys gift wrapped the game to us, too, then, last week.
No, this is it. They gift wrapped it. Travis Kelce, 99 out of 100 times, catches that ball. There was no reason for him not to catch it. So, basically, the Eagles...
He was too worried about getting down on one knee for Swifty.
Hey, but let me say this. It couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to fib to you. I'm just happy we're 2-0. I don't really care how we get to 2-0. Jalen doesn't have to throw. Jalen can throw for 12 yards. Get one first down, I would still be happy.
So
I just want to win games.
What do you think about the controversy right now, though?
There's no controversy. Just the media trying to make it a controversy.
No, it's absolutely a controversy because there's video proof.
From who?
From the NFL.
No, it's not.
Dean Blandino.
Oh, again, some guy. Call. Hold on. One call was not called correctly.
It happens. It happens every week. Oh, I've been noticing it since last year. I told you that before.
Send me all the times that we jumped off sides that you didn't call it.
And you know what? And it's not only on the tush push. Lane Johnson on passing attempts leaves early every play. He does that kick step before the ball snapped. So
leave my boy Lane Johnson alone.
I love Lane Johnson because he's old Oklahoma Sooner, but damn, I mean, with all due respect, Chad.
I think they said he was the oldest lineman in the NFL right now.
Is he really?
Hey, listen.
Well,
every time a team is good, they did it to the Patriots. After they did it to the Patriots, they did it to the Chiefs. Now it's the Eagles' turn. It's fine.
So we're just going to disregard rules. That's fine. We can move on to the next game. We'll disregard the rules.
2-0. Listen. Being 2-0, being the Super Bowl champions, I'm going to get the hate. I'll take it.
You ever watch My Cousin Vinny?
Hey, have your guys. Have the referees just use the flags. That's all I'm going to tell you to do.
You ever watch My Cousin Vinny? You ever seen that movie with Joker?
One of my favorite shows. One of my favorite movies, I mean.
Do you remember when he says, you cook grits? What did you so it took you about 5 minutes? What do you use? Instant grits? No, I use real grits. No self-respecting Southerner uses instant grits. And he goes, so I know that grits take 19 to 20 minutes to cook, but in your kitchen, It only takes 5. Are these magic grits? Are these the same? Did you buy the grits from the same guy that sold Jack the Bean from the Beanstalk? Well, I
Chad, when we
guess I was
air this,
mistaken.
please,
So
we're gonna get in trouble. We can't do that. I was gonna say, oh, please pull that. Please pull that what Grant keeps doing right now. Please pull that.
no, I'm
Please
just
pull that,
saying.
Grant.
So what you're telling me
Hey,
is that
hey,
the rules of
Rich,
physics don't apply in your kitchen. Well, I guess the rules of the NFL don't apply to the Eagles
hey,
because, huh?
we had me and Tally was on a phone call today that this went for 35 minutes with another Dallas Cowboy fan. So we've heard I've been a part of 2 conversations now.
Well,
Rants.
it's because it's the biggest thing that's on TV right now, and the Eagles center is lined up offsides to begin with,
But
and, and the
How
two
can hold on?
you got
Listen
a
to what you
line
just
judge that's making $150,000 a year
he should
to
be on
make
top of
that
it.
call.
He should be on
listen.
top of it, but for
How can
some
the
reason they don't call
center?
it
How can the center be offsides? That doesn't make
because
any sense right now.
because the ball should be out in front of you when you're snapping it. The ball is under his chin strap during the tush push.
So again, that's not your job. That's not my job. And like I told the Cowboys fan earlier,
It's not
get
anybody's
your
job. It's
evidence.
just
No. Hold
facts.
on. This is how you
It's
do it.
facts.
No. This is how you do it. Get your evidence, package it all up, because you got your video guys in there, and show every time we're offsides.
Who do I show it to?
Show it to the
NFL.
show it to the NFL and officiating crews.
Do you
And
want
then
to
what they
know?
do, hold on. What they do is they take it to the officiating crew that's going to cover our next games. Our next games against the Rams in Philadelphia. Think we're gonna get that call? And in Philadelphia, and they'll say, "Hey, listen, they're complaining right now. You know, you got the king, the so-called America's team fans complaining about this. You know,
You know what? It wasn't even America's team fans that were complaining. It was everybody on TV that hates the Cowboys. Like literally all the commentators that
Troy doesn't hate the Cowboys.
Troy
Rex
wasn't the
Ryan.
Troy wasn't the
Rex
one.
Ryan was the biggest one that was thumping
Rex
the.
Rex Ryan, I don't. You know what? That's so
Yeah.
disrespectful. I
But
got. I
Troy
have.
Aikman wasn't even calling the game.
But you said everybody on TV, so I'm
It,
just
it,
naming all the good
well,
commentators.
who was on TV on during the game? It
I
was
think it was
Tom Brady,
wasn't it
Trump,
Gronk? Wasn't it Gronk?
Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady,
I think it
Dean
was a CBS
Blandino.
game. Wasn't it a CBS game?
No,
Yes.
it was Fox. It was Dean
Fox.
Blandino and what's the other guy? The Mike Pereira, and then they went to ESPN, and they're like, "Well, it's hard to stop when the guards are leaving early and the center's
But you don't like
offsides."
ESPN. That's 2 ESPN references, by the way. Shout out to ESPN, by the way.
Yeah, well, I got X, and for some reason, it pops up on my feed quite a bit. But
It was Kevin Burkhardt, play-by-play, and Tom Brady as the
yeah,
analysis.
yeah, with Dean
Well,
Blandino and Mike
well,
Pereira.
isn't Tom Brady? He's getting some backlash right now, isn't he? Isn't he getting backlash? Didn't somebody try to sue him
Well, I
for his
don't know.
calling the
I'm
game or
I
something
don't
like
know.
that?
I don't
Broadcasting.
know.
Anyway,
Pro- Probably because he's part owner of the Raiders. He's got ownership stake in the Raiders. Um,
so
either way,
it is
either
what it
way,
is. Again.
I'm not gonna worry
If you
about that.
guys, if the NFL wants to change it, they'll tell the referees this weekend when you play the Rams, hey, call that game. That's
They ain't
all.
gonna change it.
Call it.
I will say this. I did my research. The pushing and assisting ball carriers was illegal until 2005 when it became legal to push them, but it's still illegal to pull them across. So now you can't pull them forward, but you can push them forward. I,
Yeah, we talked
I
about that already. We talked
no,
about
but but I did the research. It was 2005. We talked.
I told you. Remember
We,
we was off air on that one, and we talked
oh,
about it.
Yeah.
I
okay, but
told you when it was. Yeah, I
And
looked it up.
Tom Brady's controversy is the fact
See?
that he was in the coach's booth with the Raiders.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
okay, yeah.
I
Well,
know he's on the red carpet right now with the NFL. They didn't gave him a lot of money already. They
yeah,
don't care. It's
yeah. Well,
Fox.
neither here nor there. The Eagles go to 2-0, and the Chiefs go to 0-2. I think
First
the
time,
Chief.
first
I
time
think
in Patrick Mahomes' career, by the way.
yeah, and I think they're in trouble because the Chargers look good, the Broncos look tough, even the Raiders look like they've gotten better. Even though they didn't do so well last night against the Chargers, but the Chiefs better be careful. They're in trouble.
Yep.
And then you got the Bucks coming back to stun the Texans last night.
Baker Mayfield 2-0 with 2 last-second scoring
Oh my
drives.
goodness. Let me guess where he went to college. Oh my goodness. He already has Baker. I didn't even finish reading the score and he's already given his Baker Mayfield stats, man. I'm like, it was 20-9 and he's on Baker Mayfield had with 27-5, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn, dude. All right. Let me at least say the Texans only had 19. Hey,
I love Baker Mayfield. That's my guy.
So
you're an
Chad
Oklahoma
right now.
you're an
So
Oklahoma
Chad,
fan, right?
Chad
Yes,
right
sir.
now, Oklahoma quarterbacks right now, two of the guys that got drafted are both 4-0 this year.
Yeah.
The year
3.
together.
Hey, fun fact.
3.
What?
Who's the
Kyler
third?
Murray, Cardinals are 2-0 too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Fun
Wow.
fun fact. One of your favorite wide receivers from the Oklahoma Sooners, C.D. Lamb. You know what his middle name is?
No.
His name is Cedarius DeLeon Lamb. I might be related to C.D. Lamb.
Stop it.
I
Stop
might be.
it.
I might be
Stop
related
it.
to C.D. Lamb. I
Stop
think
it.
I looked when I found out his middle name was DeLeon. I looked in the mirror and I was like, you know what? I just need to put on some grills and I think I'm good. We look alike.
That's his middle name. It's not his
Who's
DeLeon.
his
Yeah.
middle
last name.
name?
It's not his surname.
Hey,
It's his middle name.
all
We might
right.
be. Hey,
You want to reach out there like that one? What high school did he go to?
he's from Louisiana, isn't he?
No, from Texas.
Is he really? C.D. Lamb's from Texas? I could have sworn he
Went
was
to
from
Rich,
Louisiana.
went to Foster High School in Richmond, Texas.
Nice. Nice. Foster High School.
Foster High School in Richmond, Texas.
Well, but that doesn't mean you're related to him. I am.
No.
He's my third cousin on my Uncle Nook side.
Third cousin twice removed.
Yeah. Oh my
All right.
goodness. We're gonna meet at Kashada and go gambling at our family reunion in June. Either way, what did you think about Baker Mayfield? He gets rolled up on on that last drive. He gets rolled up on. Looks like he's about to get carried out on a stretcher. Somebody starts talking smack to him, and he gets up and starts talking smack to him. Was he hurt or not? What's going on with that guy?
They said he twisted his knee. That's the reason I like Baker.
He's a gamer. He's a gamer,
He
man.
is.
I love that
He's a
guy.
tough SOB.
I love
He
that
is
guy.
a tough, and
I
he
love Baker Mayfield.
the attitude that he has when he comes into the game, the way he gets players want to play for him. They want to play for him.
I love Baker Mayfield.
And when he did the controversial deal he did at Kansas, when Kansas wouldn't shake his damn hand in the coin toss, and he was over there grabbing his crotch and telling them to F off and doing all kinds of things from the sideline and beat the living crap out of Kansas that game. And then when they beat Ohio State and he planted a flag at the 50-yard line and they were making a big deal about it. And he was like, no, Ohio State beat us at Norman the year before. And then they went down to the end zone and sang their song in our stadium, making fun of us. So I had to return the favor. And he did.
Baker Mayfield is my kind of guy. I got to tell you right now, I like Baker Mayfield.
Blue collar, bring your lunch pail to work guy.
I'm telling you, man, he belongs in the steel mills of Pennsylvania.
Well,
What do you think?
Him and his wife is
Baker Mayfield?
Yeah. He's a tough guy, blue collar.
So being a Philadelphia Eagle, I can't stand Baker Mayfield. Because what did Baker Mayfield do to the Eagles that year? I think we went on like a 7-game win streak. And then we went on a 5 or 6 game losing streak. And guess who knocked us out the playoffs that year?
Baker
Baker
Mayfield.
Mayfield.
I think it was Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I'm
I
almost
mean,
certain.
but it was inevitable. Y'all were gonna lose the next week if y'all beat the Bucks. I think at the time they were like they were the division champ, and they were like 8-9 or something. Like, they weren't very good, um, and they kind of throttled you guys a little bit, and then they went and got waxed the next week.
Yeah, but still, I still hold that. I'm a little salty about that.
Don't hold a grudge.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't hold a grudge.
And that lets me know Baker Mayfield is a really good quarterback. To be honest with you, all
He
jokes aside,
is.
he's
He
just
is.
respectful. He's a good quarterback. He can play.
He is.
I hope he does um I hope he does really good with the Bucks because, like what you said, is he's got that Browns quarterback jinx
Yeah.
of being drafted. So
Well, I think he broke that jinx already. He's already had
I
enough
think he has.
success. He's already had enough success away from Cleveland to say he
And he
broke that
got
jinx.
bounced around. He went to Carolina and to the Chargers, and he got jerked around there for a year or two before he landed at the Bucks. And then the Bucks took the chance on him, and they're living it. I mean, he's
Man,
killing it there.
but the Bucks are a good organization. They got good coaches.
But then
Um,
the
yeah,
funny part was about him. He was supposed to go to Tampa Bay and fall off. I
Yes,
really believe that.
they
Yeah,
th
remember he
they
was.
thought he was going to because he was like a $1 million deal or
Yeah,
$2 million
he was a
deal to go
backup to
there.
Tom
And
Brady. Remember?
yes,
If I'm correct.
no, he
No.
came the year after Brady left. He was going to be the backup to that Florida Kyler Trash that they drafted out of Florida,
Okay.
and then he
I
ended
know
up
he was
beating
coming as a
Kyler out.
backup. Yeah. So I just
yeah.
think that, hey man,
Either way, he's doing great. I think, I said after C.J. Stroud's rookie year, I kind of felt like he came on the scene a little bit strong his rookie year. I kind of felt like he was going to fall back down to earth, and he really has. C.J. Stroud, I'm, I think there's people on social media they're trashing him right now. I don't think he deserves to be trashed, but he hasn't played well in the last 2 years. He had that really good rookie year, and C.J. Stroud has struggled
didn't he
in
get
the.
hurt?
Well,
Didn't he get hurt last year, year before?
I thought that was his rookie year when he got hurt.
Okay.
Came back for the playoffs. I thought. I don't really follow the Texans, so I wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't know them that well, but I do know he came back down to earth a little bit. So um, certainly the Texans. I know people probably had them picked to win that AFC South this year, but now you got what the Colts at 2-0. Did the Jags, are they 1-1?
The Jags, didn't they? I think they are 1-1. Hold on. Because the Jags, didn't they win? They won week 1 and lost 1, didn't they? If
I
I'm
think they
correct.
lost this week.
I don't know they're off next. They're off this week.
Already a bye week already in week 3?
Are you sure, Chad?
They got screwed.
Yep,
I would not want a bye week this week.
I won't
That
either.
they got
Yeah, the
screwed.
Jags are 1-1.
Jag Jags are 1-1. They lost to the Bengals.
Yeah. And hey, that game was wow. Because the Bengals the Bengals quarterback is out for like
Joe,
6 weeks.
3-6.
Yeah. They don't know if he needs surgery or not, I think. I read.
Turf
They
toe.
said he's gonna. They said he was gonna have surgery. They just
So
said it
him
was
having
you.
surgery, he's gonna be out 6 weeks possibly.
Turf toe.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. I know he
With
hit his toe.
Joe Burrow. No, they're saying he's gonna get surgery. He's gonna be I think he's out for 3 months now.
3 months.
That's what I heard. I may be wrong, but do you know what turf toe is?
Well, I haven't. I don't think I ever had it. Thank God. I don't
It's
ever
it's
want it.
gonna it's gonna sound really painful, which I'm sure it is, but it's when your toe hyperextends and you rip the ligaments on the underside of the toe.
Oh, so it's like a little bit like not as much because you say you rip the ligaments. It's like when you have plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, it's just on your toe instead of in the back of your foot back there.
Ooh, dang. Oh, they say. Oh, he say it could be done. I'm looking at a report right now from
Yeah,
ESPN. Adam Schefter.
3
Shout out
months.
ESPN, and he says, uh, could be done for
Adam
the
Scher-
year.
Adam Schefter says he will be out 3 months.
And for you not to like my Espen, you should give us a lot of references though.
Well, I know Adam Schefter from way back. As far as I've been watching Adam Schefter for a long time, man. Um, when the ESPN was good, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna amend what I say about ESPN. I think their morning programming is crap. Their morning programming is horrible. The rest of the day, it's actually pretty good. I mean, when they're just talking sports,
So
I don't like
just
opinions that
just
much.
FYI, just let you know their platform. I was told this. I don't know how true it is. I was told this. It's purposely for you to listen to over the radio, not so much to view.
Right,
So it's not meant, again, that became popular as it went on, but their shows was really meant for you to listen to the radio on your
right,
ears, not to, now they got very popular with all of the little highlights and all that now, and everyone loves it. Because think about it, who has time to watch TV at work? No one, right? So that's why it was
right.
meant for you to listen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I could say the classic golden age of ESPN was Chris Berman and Tom Jackson on you know on
Yes,
Sunday night prime time.
and that's why
Um,
Hmm.
um that's why what's it called is so good at what he does. What's our guy name? Van Pelt.
yeah,
Yes, Scott
he
Van
was
Pelt.
good. Because back then in the golden age, ESPN was basically sports news
Yes.
all day,
Mhm.
24/7. It's almost like MTV. MTV was music television. They played music videos. Now, if you turn on MTV, I don't think they've played a music video in 20 years. You know,
I think you're right. They
I
don't show so
mean,
many videos on there like they used to. Like when
I
we
used to,
grew up in our
I,
era.
I
Back
used
in
to,
our day.
yeah, I used to put on MTV to get ready for school in the morning. Just put it on and let it play in the background.
hmm
You know,
Well, I'm gonna really show my age. I'm the same age as you, a few years older. We used to record it.
Mhm.
We used to record the show before
hmm
on MTV and BET. They had videos, the top
yeah,
10, each one. So we record on the VHS,
hmm
and then that's what we listen to the next day because you want to be current with the top, knowing the top 10 yesterday.
yeah,
Who are the top
yeah.
10, and you want to look at the show and
I
see what
remember that.
somebody wore. You want to possibly dress like that person. They had the fresh gear on. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and don't forget VH1 too.
You know what? I was not a big VH1 fan. I
But
think because I had bootleg cable back then growing
yeah,
up.
but VH1 was also music videos all day
No, it
long.
was, but
Yeah,
again, we didn't get that channel. I had the bootleg version. I had MTV for sure, and we had definitely BT. Definitely I grew up with BT. Let's go. What's next? Tell me we ready for some picks for this week.
are you?
Yes, let's do that. We'll do our picks as we talk about these upcoming games in NFL, and then go back and do our college picks,
Well, I thought
so
we
I
already
can
did our
document them.
college picks.
No, Tally was doing it for his deal, though. I didn't document them, so
Now,
that's my bad. I
so
got
we
you.
got to
I
go
got you.
do we got to do that all over again. I don't
No, we'll
even
just
remember
run
what
through them.
I don't even
I
remember
know
what I
you
said the
do.
first time, man.
All
Now my
right, let's
picks
do
are going
this
to be
one.
all screwed up. Now I'm going to have overs when they were unders and unders when they were overs.
No, we're just doing
That's
pick. We're just
that
picking
that
winners.
was
We're
like
not picking over and under and
that
spreads.
was like that was like 20 minutes ago, man. My mood has
It's like
changed
an
since
hour
then.
ago. Hour ago. All right. So we got the Bengals 2-0 against the Vikings 1-1. Wait, I got the Vikings in this one.
So no over on that, no over or under on that.
No, Chad
No.
just wants to go straight picks.
Let's go straight picks. You got the Vikings.
Yeah, I got the Vikings.
Now, does the Bengals have a good defense? Do they have one of the
They
best
don't have a
defenses?
quarterback right now.
I did again.
Well,
What
the
what what
Vikings don't either.
what wins
J,
basketball? What wins
JJ
football
McCarthy's
games?
out. So I think what's that old Eagles quarterback? The one.
Yeah, he
What?
is starting. Yeah.
Carson Wentz.
Wentz is starting. He is starting.
He's
And
starting for the Vikings.
Yeah,
yes,
he's
he
starting for the
is.
Vikings. Yeah.
This is his 16 in 6 years.
Good.
Remember,
In
there was a
six
time when they said he was better than Dak. Oh my
No,
God.
they said
What
at
a
times
horrible take. What a
he was a
what a
top 10 quarter. Well, he's a
what a
top
hor
three quarterback. Yeah, they
No, I'm
did.
saying on your favorite Espen, they used to debate who was better. God, that's a
Well, he
ridiculous
had
debate
one
now.
good year. Stop that. He had a good year, man. Come on.
Well,
He had a
either
good
way,
year.
Carson Wentz, like wincing in pain, is starting for the Vikings.
Yeah.
And
Ooh,
what's the guy that's starting for the Bengals? What's his name? He started last year too, or the year before.
I don't know. Who is the guy? Is it Red Canyon? Red Gunny? What is the guy that
Jay Browning.
I
Yeah,
don't
there you go, Jay Brown.
know the
I got
guy.
the Vikings as well.
I don't know, man. That's a tough game.
Did he
Because
say
the
the Red
Vikings,
Can? Did he say the Red Canyon?
yeah, the
Is
Red
that like a
Canyon.
DC? Is that a DC or Marvel
Oh, man.
character?
That's a guy with the red rocket or something they call him that.
That's
They
that's
call him
Matt Bonner.
he
That's
played for
Matt Bonner
y'all. He
from.
played he played for Cowboys for a little bit.
Oh, you're thinking
I don't think about.
what's his name?
You call him Red Canyon or Red something? I don't know.
TCU quarterback. What was his name?
Oh, Duggan.
No,
No,
no, no.
that's not
The guy
Duggan.
that he used to
Yeah.
be. He was a
Huh?
starting quarterback for the
Andy Dalton.
Bengals for many years.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. There you go.
Andy Dalton. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about the quarterback that took him to the playoffs.
yeah. No,
He was
it's Bengals against Vikings. You got uh, Browning against Wentz, and I'll take the Vikings. That's a horrible game. That's a horrible game to be on our picks, but all right.
I know that's a tough one, Chad. Get that one
Yeah.
out of here.
well. I
But
was looking. I wasn't thinking when. All right, I
we
take that one off the
no no no
list.
no no. We pick what we pick. It's on there. We're all Vikings or what?
Yeah, I'm Vikings. I'm
Yeah, we're
Vikings.
all Vikings. We're good. We're all
Chad,
for
what you
one.
Vikings?
All for one and one for all.
Yeah,
All right. Rams
Okay.
and the Eagles.
We got the Rams
Ooh.
and the Eagles.
I got the Eagles.
You know who I got.
I'm gonna go with the Rams. I think the tush push comes home to roost this week. They're gonna call false starts
Just let
and
you know,
offsides.
hey, it's a home game for us, FYI.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Got the
home game.
Rams.
All right, Broncos and Chargers. I got the Broncos.
Chargers. Oh, I got Chargers on that. You crazy.
Yeah, I gotta go with Italy. I got the Chargers. I gotta tell
Um,
you, my guy, um,
what's his
my
name?
guy, what's his name? Quarterback. Why can't I
Quarterback.
not remember anybody's name right now? Um,
He played for Oregon.
Justin Justin
Justin
Herbert.
Herbert. Justin
Herbert. He
Herbert.
played for Oregon. Herbert.
Yeah, Justin Herbert. He is one of those guys that
Yeah,
you know
I
how I
like him.
talked. You know how I talked about Dak being in the MVP conversation at the end of the year. I think Justin Herbert has that type of start. He's had that kind of start, and I think he could be one of those guys we talk about in December in the MVP voting as well. So I
I
like the
like Herbert.
Chargers. Huh?
All right.
And I like
Cardinals
Herbert
and
too.
49ers.
I got the Cardinals.
Ooh, really? Kyler Murray?
Mm,
So is McCarthy is McCarthy or that's his name, McCarthy, right? The running back?
McCaffrey.
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 Is he hurt?
He's been hurt. I don't know if he's playing this week.
Give me an injury. Can somebody give me an injury report on that?
He's playing.
I got 49ers.
Is what's the kid Brock Purdy? Is he playing?
I don't think so. I think he's out. I think
I
he's
got
out.
the I got the Cardinals.
Cardinals are favorite right now on the matchup predictor from ESPN, 52.4.
Oh, see, this is on ESPN. They got the 49ers 1.5.
No, on the matchup predictor on
Uh,
ESPN. It's the matchup predictor. This is not this is analytics.
Yeah, I
I
got
got
the card. I do have the
Um,
Cardinals though.
they got M.
uh,
Jones. They got Mac Jones, the quarterback for the
yeah,
49ers. 279 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 66.9 QBR. He's from Alabama. Alabama.
yeah,
Um,
yep,
he's 27 years old. Uh, he had a pretty decent game against the Vikings. I'm sorry, against the Steelers, excuse me, last week. He went 26 for 39, 269, 279, I mean.
Not the Cardinals.
All right. Quarterback wise, I do favor, but team wise, I don't think your Cardinals can stop the run. So I'm going 49ers.
All right.
That was long-winded, but I'm going 49ers.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we got
Lions at the Ravens.
Give me Lamar Jackson at home.
That's a tough one, guys.
I got the Lions.
Ooh, I like Chad right now, but I'm gonna go with Lamar, man. Hey man. I go where Lamar goes.
All right.
He's a winner. He's a winner, dog.
All right, let's do the college real quick. The Texas Tech at Utah. I got Utah.
Texas
I'm going.
Tech at Utah. Man,
I'm going to go Texas Tech with the upset.
Texas Tech and Utah.
Both 3-0.
That's the shootout. That's a shootout.
Yep. Got Utah about 3.5 is what ESPN has it right now.
I'm going Utah, man.
And they're at home, so that 3.5 is basically the 3 they give you for being at home.
Yeah.
So I got Texas Tech. Yeah.
Auburn at Oklahoma.
I got Oklahoma.
Yeah, I got Oklahoma too.
I don't think we have to even ask Chad.
No. Tulane at Ole Miss.
I got Ole Miss.
You got Ole Miss going away.
I got Tulane in that one.
Really? Got the Wave?
Ooh.
Wave's not bad. They got a good team.
No, I think they're with him having to figure out his quarterback issue. I'm hoping that one happen. Michigan at Nebraska.
I'm going Michigan.
I'm going Michigan as well.
I got Nebraska.
Ooh. But you got to say, not so fast, my friends.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, you go.
Florida at Miami, number 4 Miami.
I got Miami big.
I got Miami.
I do remember this one. I got Miami, but I got Florida covering the spread, but I still have Miami winning it straight up. Then we got Illinois against Indiana at Indiana.
I got Indiana.
Man. It's one of them.
I got Indiana with the upset because that's Illinois is number 9, Indiana's number 19.
I know. I don't. Man. I'm going Indiana.
My heart wants to say Indiana, but I'm going to go with Illinois.
Okay.
Fighting Illini.
Yeah. Then we got Michigan State at USC.
I got USC.
Boom, 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 boom,
really?
boom, 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 boom,
And that's a big one for me because I hate Lincoln Riley.
Man, don't he got some issues going on right now?
Yeah.
But the problem is Michigan State's traveling to USC. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
And it's a 10 o'clock game, 10 o'clock our time, so it's 8 o'clock California time game.
I got Michigan State. I got Michigan State in that one.
Damn. Excuse my language. That's a tough one right there, guys.
I will say this. I think USC is going to win it, but I hope you're right. Rich.
I think USC hasn't quite adopted that physical Big Ten style yet. And I think Michigan State is going to be big enough and physical enough to control the lines of scrimmage, both sides. And I think they come out of there with a hard-fought win.
That is USC has an 18.5 point spread.
Yeah.
What's the point spread?
18.5 for USC.
So USC's getting up 18.5 against Michigan State? I'm going USC. I know they're giving up that. I'm not betting against that.
Yeah.
I'm going with the traditional Big Ten power. Because when we talk about those top 4 teams in the Big Ten, Michigan State's that one team that is usually that third or fourth team in the Big Ten. You know, they're usually above Wisconsin and Iowa and those teams. Um, and who
Well,
knows?
you
Yeah,
or Michigan State always there's like one game that they just come out and just play out of their minds and beat somebody that they're not supposed to beat.
it's usually Michigan, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they play Michigan pretty tight, but
Yeah, and then they've given Penn State some issues in the past.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Mm-mm.
I know Iowa is the
No,
team that gives.
we own Michigan State, man.
I was the team that that's given Penn State some heartbreaking losses in the last 10 years. But either way, good good picks there, fellas.
good picks.
Good
Good
picks.
good night of starting our new Tuesday night show with college and NFL. That way on Wednesday nights on our live show at the Southtown 101 that we can do high school and interviews with some of these kids that are around here. We've got two lined up for tomorrow, and then I've got like six or eight I'm working on to do since Johnson's having a bye week this week. So I'm trying to get some of those kids on so we can get ready before they play Brandeis next week.
All right. Well, fellas, it was a great night. Appreciate you guys staying up and having this show. I was gonna say it's kind of like an after dark show at this point,
Yeah.
but it's our special edition. You guys got any final thoughts for the
Um,
night?
real, real quick, Penn State, the last meeting against Michigan State, 42-0. Or excuse me, 42-0. Current streak, we're on a 2-game win streak right now. Started in 2022. Uh, the record overall is 18-10. So Michigan State has beaten Penn State 10 times. And we're playing for a trophy. They're competing for the Land Grant Trophy.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
And the next time we play Michigan State will be November 15th, 2025 at Spartan Stadium.
Well, remember,
Aces.
I didn't say they
I know.
beat Penn State. I just said they give them some trouble.
I know.
Yeah, they're a tough
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. That's again. I just like the fun fact.
Yeah. How about
That's
Iowa?
all.
Tell me the last 10 meetings of Penn State and Iowa, or maybe the last 10 or 15 meetings, probably 10 meetings, Penn State and Iowa. That's the one because I follow Penn State like you. I grew up watching Joe Paterno and all that, so I kind of always have an eye on Penn State, and I always realize that Iowa just gives them a hard time.
Yeah, I don't know that they've beat them, but they
No,
always
no, they
it's a
have
low
no, no,
scoring.
no. He's right. It's 11-11 right now. That's
Oh
since we
wow.
joined the Big Ten, though. Since we joined the Big Ten.
Yeah.
So we're 11-11 since we joined the Big Ten, and that's the
Yeah.
mid 1990s, by the way. 11 wins for Iowa, 11 wins for Penn State. The series has been very competitive, both teams consistently being strong contenders for the Big Ten. Now, what I don't know if the audience knows anything about the Big Ten and with that, and Iowa is they were always been a top team in the Big Ten, football and basketball, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just FYI for
Mhm.
that right there.
So like I said earlier, I was traditionally given Penn State a little bit more trouble than Michigan State, but I think it's fair to say since we're talking about the Big Ten, you got Ohio State, you got Michigan, you got Penn State, and I think that next tier of the Big Ten is probably Iowa, Michigan State.
Wisconsin.
Do we dare put Wisconsin as that sixth team?
Yeah, if it's
Pretty,
six.
pretty
Yeah, if it's
Well,
six.
Indiana, Wisconsin, they're in there. Yeah.
well. Indiana hasn't traditionally been a tough football program. I think just in the last couple years they've gotten better.
Since they brought in the new guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think this is
But
I
but
think this is his third year.
but
First year
just
wasn't that great. The last 2 years have been.
but just
I'll
remember, all you gotta do is all you gotta do is get 6 wins for a successful season for college football. Believe it or not, that's you get
Yeah,
bold.
six wins and you become bowl eligible. And you get to
So
play in one of the 3,000 bowl games.
so
right.
really really, that's why I do appreciate college football. That's why I like the NCAA foot basketball tournament because you're one of 64. We're now
66.
68 now. Excuse me, I
Yeah,
apologize.
68. Yeah.
68 now. But you're one of 68 teams. But now they're kind of ruining it because they got the NIT. They got another one after the NIT. Then they got another one after that one. So they're kind of taking it away, but at the same time, that's why I like college basketball just a little bit better. And I'm appreciating once we go to with 12 teams, once we get to 12, football will be king. By the way, once we go to 12,
There
football.
is 12 teams. There is 12. It's a
Now
12
this
team playoff.
this will be the first time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Once we have the first 12, then we're king. Football be king. Because anything
And
over
Notre
12,
Dame's wanting
you can't
16.
yeah, you can't do 24 bowl. You got 24 bowl games, but golly, that'd be so much basketball. That'd be so much
Well,
bad.
the problem is once you get into, if you do, if you get into 16's about as far as they can push it, because then you're turning around and playing you're playing the conference championship, and you're only going to have 7 to 10 days to prepare for the first round of the playoffs if they get into 16 team playoffs. So, um, the 12 I think is a better number, but Notre Dame is pushing for 16,
Right,
and
right,
some of the Big Ten and SEC is talking about that too.
right.
So, uh, final thoughts. I just sent you guys the deal. So if you aren't able to watch us on YouTube anymore, or you want to listen to us while you're in the gym or on the drive to work, whatever, we are now on iHeartRadio podcast, Spotify podcast, and what's Apple Podcast. It is officially out today.
Great news. That's great news. Now I can take this show on the road anytime I want. Are you telling me that I can sit there, get in traffic, and listen to us talking heads talk about gridiron football while I'm in rush hour traffic? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. That's great news. Great news. Is that your final thought?
That's my final thought.
Man, my final thought is the Big Ten is the best. It's the best conference in college football right now. That's a hot take, but I think the Big Ten right now with teams right now. I was just looking um, at the Big Ten standings, and you know, it's subjective, I guess, but when you look at their standings right now, everybody in that Big Ten is formidable. Michigan State's 3-0, Illinois is 3-0, Purdue 2-1, Oregon 3-0, Michigan 2, Minnesota 2-1, Washington 2-0, Wisconsin 2-1, USC 3-0, Nebraska 3-0, Ohio State 3-0, Iowa 2-1, Rutgers 3-0, Michigan 2-1, Maryland 3-0, Penn State 3-0, Indiana 3-0. You only have two teams with losing records in the whole conference right now. You got UCLA at 0-3 and Northwestern at 1-2. So I just think Big Ten football is uh, fun to watch. I can't wait to watch a little bit more of it. I do think they've taken over college football as the best conference. That's my final thought.
Well, my final thoughts. Congratulating you guys to a successful start to something new. Um, it honestly makes me proud to be working with you two, and I can't wait to get Mike back on the show. We're talking basketball, but it really lets me know that with hard work, dedication, and a vision can get you pretty far in life. And I just wanted to thank you publicly for pushing me and pushing us to boundaries that I didn't think that were possible. And look at us, 4 weeks in, man. We talking football and pretty successful, and having some kids on here and highlighting these guys, and we just keep growing. Chad and blew us up and put us on on Spotify and Apple podcasts and channels. And again, just great job, fellas. Seriously, great job.
That's a
And
great
I'll
job to you too. Don't give us the congratulations.
I had
You
to,
you
man.
you got to take some of the flowers
I can't.
yourself.
Hey,
No,
man,
you.
all I had was a vision, and then
That's all. That's what
and
we
then
needed.
and then you two just running with it, and I really appreciate it. So I want everybody to know that, hey, man, thank you too.
And thank you because without all three of us right now in the football, it doesn't work without
Facts.
all three of us. So thank you for being a part of this as well. So
Yes.
when you're thanking us, thank yourself and pat yourself on the back too. And when I see you tomorrow in person at Southtown 101, I'll probably pat you on the back myself because this is, like you said, it's the start of something new. And I got to say, it feels like we've been doing this for 10 years already.
Mhm.
Um, just the chemistry and um, just the way we talk about football, the way we bounce things off of each other, and um, we're already understanding each other's inside jokes and stuff like that. It's just it's a beautiful thing when you got chemistry.
Yep.
Facts. Facts.
And you guys built this platform when you started last year with the basketball, and we're just blowing it up now with the football, and it's going to be even better as the football season goes along, and then you guys get into basketball.
All right, yeah. So thank you guys for joining us. As you heard from Chad Foster, we're going to be on all those podcasting, the podcast platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that. And what's the other one? There's the third one.
I heart.
iHeartRadio. Yeah, so we're going to be on there. So check us out on there. You can listen to us on the road now. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you want to follow us. We're there, and we're there for you to provide sports information and, most of all, entertainment. Um, for Chad Foster, Eric Talley, I'm Richard DeLeon. Thank you for catching up with us on Super Sports Media Gridiron Roundtable. We'll see you next time.
Also, like, share, and subscribe.